Hi, it's me, Daphne, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about the books I hope to read in October. So I'm filming this kind of late. It's already October 3rd, and I'm kind of deep in the trenches of Hannah Blackwell's Monster Mash 10-day readathon, read-along, bingo challenge event. We're doing a lot of things on Instagram for it. There are a bunch of co-hosts. I filmed an announcement video for it a couple weeks ago. I can link it up in the corner for you if you want more details. And I'll also link her Discord down below where people are like chatting and stuff. But I need to get a TBR out because it's like, what monster books am I reading this month or in these 10 days, right? I don't anticipate me like reading a lot of books within 10 days because, to be honest, September was kind of a tough reading month for me. I think I only finished 2 books. I'm gonna do a reading wrap up because I didn't even do August. I'm gonna do August and September together. I'm rambling now anyway. But long story short, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself for reading in October, so I'm just like throwing some books that I want to mood read. I'm gonna throw monster books on there, obviously, for the Monster Mash thing that I am a co-host of. And beyond that, like, I'm not like trying to put too much pressure on myself, okay? I just have a lot going on in my life and I can't do it all. But enough about that, let's talk about books. So I've been listening to Mistborn on audiobook. I was trying to read it physically, but like I was just really struggling in September trying to get this done. I actually asked them to push out the book club meeting like twice. Once because I wasn't reading fast enough, and the second time because I was like actually abroad in Dublin. There is Dublin content coming out for you. I did like book shopping, a vlog. Hopefully I filmed half decent for you. And then hopefully I'll make some reels and stuff on Instagram. So if you want that content, follow me on Instagram. But anyway, I am listening to it, which is helping me get through it faster. I'm definitely a little bit further along than this bookmark. But I have to finish it in the next 2 days. We have our meeting on the 5th and it's the 3rd. I think I hyped this up in my mind a little bit too much, and I'm definitely a romance girly at my core, so I don't know, like just the fantasy with this one, I'm just like not that invested, unfortunately. I just like don't care that much, to be honest. Like there are other fantasies that I really can get into, but for some reason like this is just not hitting, and I think maybe it's giving a little bit of YA vibes. And I get a little bit of ick too because our main character, she's like 16, just turned 17. And like I can't even really be excited about like the small inkling of a romantic aspect that's going on in it. And obviously it's not even the main focus. And like, I don't know. Whatever, I'll finish it. I'll let you know more thoughts when I'm done. I'm also in the middle of Games with an Orc by Catherine Moon, which is a totally different vibe. Catherine is the same author from A Lady of Rooksgrave Manor series, which I really enjoyed. And at first I started reading this book a while back and I was just like in a reading slump. I was having a really hard time getting into it. But after I kind of got into the 2 characters meeting each other and them interacting with each other, I was like super invested, and this book is super hot. So the concept is that our human heroine, Sunny, is like tired of like all the vanilla boring stuff she's been doing with her boyfriend. He like proposes to her and she's like, whoa, 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 I'm not in love with you. And she like breaks up with him. And then she's like, I have all these like wild fantasies that I want to do with like an orc. And she's like, I really want to explore this side of myself. So she hires this orc who's a part of this agency for 5 days to explore that side of herself, like the sexual fantasies that she has. And they are having a great time, and his name is Kellar, and apparently Sunny is orc bait because she's just like the perfect, like, I don't know, she's just everything an orc would want. Like she's just down, and it's a pretty fun time. But you really gotta pace yourself, or at least I have to pace myself, because like, let's be fair, it's just smut. It's just smut after smut after smut, which is fine and dandy, but like sometimes I just need a pause, okay? And there's like no pauses in this book. So that's what you're looking for. You have plenty to work with in this book for sure. All right, and then I have some ebooks that I am hoping to get to that are related to monster stuff. I think some of these, Hannah is doing like some live reading sprints for them. The first one I'm interested in is Burn Jack, which is like a jack-o'-lantern head romance, monster romance. I have no idea. I don't even know how long it is. Hopefully it's short. And then Hannah also recommended Jack to me, which is another jack-o'-lantern head monster thing. I've never read anything like this before, so it's very different, but might as well, especially if they're short. It'd be nice to like just get those on the board. for my bingo board. And then Hannah did mention to me a while ago, I have no idea when she's reading this. Hopefully I didn't miss it already. Maybe it's not even this month. I have no idea, but I'll just mention it. And it's this Wed to the Ice Giant book, which is the same author to the Jack book. Don't know that much about it, but I think she's doing like reading sprints for it or something, and I want to participate. I'm just like so discombobulated with when things are happening. If someone can comment down below when we're reading all these things, that would be great. Thank you very much, because I just can't keep it all straight. Social media can be difficult. So those are some monster things I've been looking at. And then I just posted a book haul video where I mentioned that I bought this ebook recently, and it's Radiance, and everybody, like most of the comments are about this book and how much people love this book. So I'm very interested in this, very excited, but I'm pretty sure it's really long. Like I definitely won't be able to finish it by October 10th, but maybe I'll just like keep doing the bingo board through the whole month, because why not? All I know about this book is that it's like an arranged marriage. I think it's like a human and a monster, alien kind of guy or something, and they don't really like each other that much, or like they don't really know each other, so it's like a slow burn romance. I thought it was enemies to lovers, but I think somebody corrected me and said it's friends to lovers, and it's like a slow build. And yeah, it just seems really cute, and everybody says amazing things. I think it's also a duology, so we might not get a happily ever after in the first one, but I'll just buy the second one if I have to. So if I end up wanting to pick up a werewolf book to fill out the bingo board, I'm leaning towards reading Carnal Secrets, which is the third book in the Phoenix Pack series by Suzanne Wright. I really enjoyed the first one, Feral Sins, and the second one, Wicked Cravings, was also fun. So would be down to continue this series. It's a lot of like alpha, beta bonding, and like obviously they're shifters and all this stuff. There's a lot of like pack political, gang maybe-ish kind of maneuverings. So there's this alpha guy, Nick, and he's like has a mating bond with this submissive wolf, Shea, but for whatever reason he rejects her. I think because she's like a submissive role and not like an alpha as well, that like he rejects her, and she's like sick and tired of being rejected by him, so she like takes off. But like obviously they have this mate bond, so he's like, wait, actually like you can't just do that, like I need you around even if I don't want to like accept you or some bullshit. So I think he like goes after her, and it's their story, which sounds a little toxic, but I think he has some like dark trauma in his past, and like I think he might be sick or something. I could be making that up, but I'm trying to remember some of the things from the other books that kind of like tease, but I don't want to know too much. We'll just go into it. We'll see. I think some of the reviews on this one aren't as good as the first two, so that's why I didn't grab it right away. But the series is fun, and obviously I like to read things in order, so I have to get through this one if I want to continue at all. Okay, that's enough of ebook talk. This has been a lot of books already that I'm definitely not gonna read all of them, but let me tell you about the books that I just like randomly picked off my shelves that I was like, maybe I'd be in the mood to read these at some point in October. So the first one I picked up is You Again by Kate Goldbeck. I know Eliza read this recently and she really enjoyed it, and look how perfectly fall this cover is. It's absolutely amazing. I love the premise of this. So it takes place in New York City. These two characters, whose names seem to be Ari and Josh, hate each other because they both have been hooking up with the same woman. And it just sounds like a fun, like, rom-com-y book. Years go by and they like meet up again, and I think they're just having like, you know, they're just struggling, but they form a surprising connection as friends. It says, turns out spending time with your former nemesis is fun when you're too sad to hate each other and too sad for hate sex. But they have to fall in love. It's a romance. This one has a heart on the back of it from Book of the Month, and like I usually pick romances, so I'm pretty sure this was labeled as a romance, so they better fall in love. And Eliza said she really enjoyed it. So I'm excited, and I do really enjoy books that take place in New York because it's cool to see like all the spots they go to. I'm like, I know where that is. I go there all the time. Or like Washington Square Park. I know exactly what that is. Like I can just visualize things so much better because like I know the city like pretty well. So love that. And I'm gonna talk about this briefly because it's shameful. I'm just gonna throw this on there. I'm probably not gonna read it. But it's Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman, and I picked this up from Book of the Month in 2020. So it's been 3 years, and I haven't read it. The main hang up is that I like reading things in order, and like this is the chronological order of the series, but it's not the publication first book in the series. So I'm like, should I buy Practical Magic since that was the first one? But I don't want to like buy another book if I don't even know if I like the writing or the storytelling. So there's that, but I just figure I should put on the TBR, but probably not gonna read it. Okay, and then one that I might actually pick up because it sounds funny and it's thriller-like. I guess it's a thriller. We could probably just call it a thriller. Do all of the book of the month have hearts on the back? Because this one also has a heart, and I know this isn't a romance. This book is called She Started It, and first off, that title is amazing. What a funny ass title. I'm obsessed. So what I understand about this book is that there are a handful of women who used to be friends, but I think there was some kind of falling out. One of the older friends that they haven't spoken to in a while, Poppy, invites them to an extravagant bachelorette party, like Poppy's bachelorette, on this like private island. 3 days of white sand cocktails and relaxation on a luxe private island in the Bahamas. But things start going crazy, and I imagine people start dying. I'm excited to like read a thriller that I'm actually excited about. So yeah, I really hope I pick this up because it's perfect. It's like the perfect season to read a thriller for me because I don't read that many, and I might as well read one during spooky season. And then because it's me, obviously I need more romances on my TBR. So these two I've been excited about for a while, but haven't picked them up. So the first one I'll tell you about is Archer's Voice. So our hero, Archer, I don't know if he's deaf or if he's just mute, but he communicates through sign language. And I think it's like a small town romance. It's obviously lots of drama. The back isn't giving me that much, but it sounds like she's had some like weird trauma that she like ran away from this town. She survived some kind of attack. I think her dad died. I don't really know. But it sounds like a lot of drama, but I hear really good things about this. Apparently my version has an exclusive extended epilogue, which is fun. So yeah, excited to try this. And then another one I'm super excited to try is Forever Never. This would be, if I decide to actually read it, my first Lucy Score book that I read. And I have 2 of Lucy Score's books, and I want to collect more of hers because I just like, I don't know, there's just something that is attracting me to her books, especially the physical ones. I just love how like thick and chunky they are, and how I just like love the colors and everything. Doesn't matter. But this one in particular, let me just read you the little blurb here. It says, "You don't fall for your brother's high school sweetheart, your boss's daughter, or your ex-wife's best friend, especially when they're all the same woman." And like, sold. I need to see how this works out. I need to see this forbidden taboo romance. Like, that is 3 strikes, you're out. Don't mess with that woman. But like, obviously this man is gonna be so attracted to her. And yeah, very excited about this. I really need to read a Lucy Score before I collect more of her books, and I happen to have a signed edition. I found this in Barnes & Noble. There's a signature. So yeah, very cool. Excited to get to this. We'll see if I read it in October. I hope I do. But like, I've just been struggling to sit down and read. I did a lot of things out of my normal routine. I was not home a lot in September. I was dog sitting, pet sitting at my parents'. I went to Dublin for work. I was like at work dinners when I was in New York. I was trying to catch up with my friends before I was gone out of the country. I have my book club book that was like slowing me down. So I had a lot going on in September. So hopefully I can like shake all that off, shake it off. Everybody, if we had a bad reading month, just like shake all of the juju off and reset this month and have a better reading month in October. It's also my birthday in October. So I turn 29 on the 29th this year. It's my golden birthday. Thank you if anybody stayed this long in the video. Yeah, so I'm excited about my birthday. I'm like the worst at like planning things for myself though, so I'm trying to do something special for this birthday. I want to have like golden outfit, go to dinner, go out with my friends, but like I'm just not good at planning that stuff, and everybody's open to helping me, but I'm like, I don't know what I want. But But hopefully I'll figure it out soon because it's already October and I've been thinking about trying to plan this like in August and I haven't done shit. All right, that's all I have for this video. I know it was a little bit rambly, but I hope you had fun hanging out with me anyway. If you did, please feel free to leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it, and obviously it would help out my channel. But that's all I have for now. If you want to hang out with me some more, you can find me on Instagram at being.daphne, and I will catch you in another video. Bye!